Good morning, Spartans. Today is June 22nd. Today is remote learning day number 62. Today is a red schedule day. I'm reporting to you live from the Ocean View studio where my morning announcements originally started. We are taking it full circle. We're bringing it all the way back to when we got to the first day of remote learning. I'm going to make my way over to the news desk as I have several important announcements for you all today. Please hang in with me. Okay. First, I want to speak to our incoming fifth grade students. We, just as a reminder, Ms. Source will be doing a second round of tours with you all today, virtual tours with you all, specifically for Wanamassa and OTES. We had a few glitches last week, so we have worked out those kinks, and we are ready to see you all again and meet you all again. So Ms. Source will be reaching out to you and meeting with you all today. For our current fifth graders, today is your personal belonging pickup day. Just a reminder, that's from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the bus loop side. All you need to do is pull up right along the curbside, tell us your name, your homeroom teacher, and we'll bring the belongings right out to your car. If you have anything that belongs to us, like library books or textbooks or a musical instrument, we can do an exchange right there at the car, and this way we can inventory our things, and then you can be on your way. Just as a reminder, Ms. Kazajensky will be with us today to help us out. If any of you have medications that you need to get from the nurse's office, you can get them at that time. If you ordered a yearbook, that'll be included with your personal belongings. And if you want to order a yearbook because you hadn't done it thus far, you can purchase one when you come to pick up your personal belongings. To our eighth graders, just a reminder, our graduation day is set for July 9th. We do have to keep July 8th still open and available to us in case there's inclement weather in the forecast. And if that's the case, we may have to hop on to July 8th, which is the high school's graduation day. But July 9th, we're fingers crossed that everything is finally going to go right and smooth for us this school year. So we hope to see you on July 9th for graduation. We are also going to have rehearsal on July 7th, but all that information was put out in my letter a couple weeks ago, so please make sure you're checking that letter. And if you have any questions, please make sure that you are just calling the main office at extension 7000, or you can email me directly, and I would be happy to answer any of your questions or concerns. Students, today is a red schedule day. Today is your last day to hand in work to receive full credit for your work. Make sure you're checking with your teachers. If there's any video conferences going on, please make sure you're checking into those. For any students that don't complete their work and receive an incomplete in a certain class, just as a reminder, we've already talked with you and discussed it with you that you would have until June 26th to hand in that work, and any work between the 23rd to the 26th needs to be sent directly to me, Ms. Source, or Mr. Lambusta, and we will be the ones that'll be going through those missing assignments and giving you credit for those assignments. So just a reminder, if you received an incomplete, you have the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th to finish any of those missing assignments. It gets sent to me, Ms. Source, or Mr. Lambusta, and we will give you credit for doing that work, okay? Some credit for doing that work. And for my last set announcements, this is going to take a little bit of time, but I'd like to take a few moments to just thank so many people for helping us get through this unprecedented time. We started this whole process thinking we were only going to be out of school for 8 days, and here we are, 62 days of remote learning. And, we really all had to come together as a community. I think it's just amazing to be part of such a great community. Whenever this community needs to step up and needs to lean on each other, we do it all the time. But there are some people I specifically want to give shout outs to today. So first, and this is in no particular order, they were just as they came to my head, but I'd like to start off with our custodial staff. Simply amazing. They worked feverishly and still are working feverishly day in and day out to make sure that at any moment, if we were coming back to school, that this school was ready to be opened and that it was going to be a safe environment for our students and staff. So we want to just thank you all for that. Mr. Fornicola, Mr. Bosmans, you guys run a great crew. We would just really want to thank you to our whole custodial staff. And how about our help desk and our tech department? I mean, just simply phenomenal. They ran such a smooth operation. How many of us had to call our help desk during remote process because our Chromebooks or teachers, our personal devices were not working and we needed them? They were our lifeline for education, and they got to us right away. They responded so quickly. They turned over our machines so quickly and got us right back into learning and our education, and we never skipped a beat. So thank you to our entire tech team and our help desk for doing that. How about a shout out to Lisa Hanna and the class of 2022 for picking up and creating all these spirit days for us. There were so many amazing spirit days. It was so much fun dressing up, looking back into old photos and reminiscing, seeing where so many of my colleagues and community members have traveled to and things that they've done in their lifetime. You really did an amazing job of just kind of taking our minds off of the craziness. And, we just want to thank you so much for all your efforts. That must not have been an easy task to create so many different spirit days and weeks. So thank you for all you did for us. I want to thank our Ocean View crew, our students and our staff. When we first started remote learning, as I already said, we thought it was going to be 8 days. I thought I was going to be able to maintain doing the announcements on a daily basis for that long. And for the beginning, I was pretty creative and had a few goofy bits to kind of keep our mind off things and keep things a little light. But then I realized that, I'm just not that funny, and I couldn't keep up with that. I guess I could have just listened to Mrs. Amato. She's been saying that for a really long time, that I'm funnier than I think I'm funnier than I actually am, but whatever. So anyway, the Ocean View crew, they stepped up. I called them up. They said, "We got this, Mr. Amato. We're going to get our students back involved. We're going to do some of the announcements." And you know what? You all did just an amazing job. It was so great to see our students again. Students, I don't know if you realize how much we miss just seeing your faces on a daily basis, but it was just so great to see you all. And I just thank, the entire crew for, helping me out with the morning announcements. They really did start the day off for so many people on the right foot and just kind of gave us that sense of normalcy. So thank you for all you did. When remote learning first started, once again, we thought it was just going to be for a short period of time. We thought we were going to be able to rely on just Google Classroom, those things that we were very familiar with. But then we quickly realized that, man, we needed some more tools in our toolbox. And I want to thank Derek Tranchina and Mike Houston, especially, for stepping up and providing our staff with professional development so many times. We had many teachers that presented as well. I want to thank you all. I can't remember everybody that presented, but thank you for presenting on the things that were working in your classroom. And, we just did such a great job of quickly learning, new platforms and new tools so we can provide an education for our students. So thank you to all of you, especially Derek and Mike, for helping get us going and get us going into the remote learning of education. To our families, our students, and our parents, thank you so much for your patience and your support during this entire process. For our students, thank you for making your education a top priority. You stuck with us. It would have been so easy to say, "Hey, no way, I'm not doing this. Summer vacation started three months ago." But you stuck with us. You checked in with your teachers on a daily basis. You were making your own schedules. You made your education a top priority. And that's, once again, why this community is so good, because this community just values its education. So thank you for continuing to work hard on a daily basis. To our parents, who are balancing and juggling so many things, your own job, your children, you're making sure that you have the essentials like toilet paper, and yet there you were learning how to use Google Classroom and Zoom and reteaching yourself, how to do today's version of math, and you did it just to support your students and support our teachers and make sure that, once again, that education was a top priority. So thank you all. Looking back on this, we did a great job working through so many of the hiccups in the beginning. I think we did a great job working together as a team, so thank you for that. On a personal note, I'd also like to thank the community because, I always like to try to find a silver lining, and really, this was a great opportunity for me to reach out to you and kind of introduce you to my family. You got to meet my girls, Lila and Sophia, and I'm just so appreciative of how welcoming you were of me and my girls, and just really want to thank you for that. It was really great to just kind of see each other in a different light. So thank you for that. Lastly, I just a shout out to our staff. I mean, unbelievable. For many of us, when we first started with remote learning, everything that we've been doing for years had to be reinvented. Our craft, everything and all the skills that we've been working on just out the window in a weekend's time. And our staff had to reinvent everything that they were doing, okay? Their lessons had to be redone, retweaked. They had to be, we talked about professional development. There were so many things that we had to just do that quickly. And, I'm so appreciative to our staff. We are so fortunate to have such great teachers in this community, and at the intermediate school, you guys are all just top notch. You just continued to provide a high level of instruction for our students, and we're so grateful for that. To our instructional assistants, not only did you just continue to do what you've always done, supporting our students, but some of you, even stepped up further, and you were meeting with students on a daily basis, making sure that their assignments and they were on task, give them that little extra push and that little extra TLC, and we thank you so much for that. Just a great team to work with. I can't say enough. How about our secretarial staff? Just, once again, top notch. The way that these women work together on a daily basis, you are one unit, you are one team. It's just so amazing how well you work together, and you help us with our students. You help the parents, guide our parents when they need help. You make sure that our teachers have what they need. You make sure that us, including me, I'm probably the biggest pain that you have, but you always make sure that everything is in line for us, and we're always set up. So thank you again for all that you did for us during this time. And lastly, we have 3 amazing teachers who will be setting off into retirement this year. We have Raquel Andrasic, Joanne DeVito, and Debbie Perkins. Together, they have spent 77, I'll repeat that, 77 years educating our Spartans, okay? This is not the way that we would have liked or envisioned to say goodbye. And thank you for your many years of service, but we want you to know that we'll be eternally grateful for all that you've done for our students and our community. You've inspired and motivated so many students to be the best person that they can each individually be, and we are just so grateful for your dedication to our community. We wish you all the best in your retirement and all your future endeavors, as it is much deserved. So congratulations to all of you. We are going to miss you, and thank you again. And I guess for the last time this school year, Spartans, make it a great summer, be safe, and be well.